Story number 9 is our SoCal Spotlight, and this morning we are a straight shot down the 5 South. Tina Patel is live in Fullerton, and she's right on point with this fun find. Hey, Tina.
Good morning. Yeah, I love the puns that you put in there because we are at an archery range, actually an archery pro shop. This is Jeremiah. I want you to see how easy he makes it look. He is a competitive archer who actually got into the sport because his family was into it, but he found a love, started doing it, and now he also teaches here, and he makes it look really easy to pull that bow back, let that arrow go, and hit the target. But he says this is actually something that anyone can do. I'm going to have you put that down just for safety reasons. But tell me what it is you think about archery that people love, because you were just saying this is something for thousands of years, really. It feels like people have been doing this. Maybe not thousands, maybe hundreds?
No, thousands. Even the Egyptians have been shooting. So we have records of archery from way back in the Egyptian times and even before then. I know it got a lot more popularized with medieval times because everyone loves Robin Hood. So that's generally what people try to relate it to, but it's been around for a long time.
And here in Fullerton at Tech Archery, it's one of the largest pro shops in the country. There's been so many people who got their start here. But Jeremiah, every Friday and Saturday, does lessons for beginners, and he actually says that anybody can try it. He's going to help me here. We've already picked out a bow, and you were telling me this especially gets popular when there's like a movie like The Hunger Games, right? Like everybody wants to see if they can be the next Katniss out there.
Yes. When The Hunger Games first came out, we had a lot of people coming in trying out archery because they all wanted to, get into it and see if they could survive the Hunger Games on their own too.
I don't know that I could, but let's try it out. I'm going to hand this microphone to you while I pick up this. And then walk me through what people need to do.
All right, so when we approach the shooting line, we always want to stand with one foot on either side of it. When we load an arrow in, we always want to make sure we have this white vein that always goes away from the bow. Okay, we click it on underneath this little bead. So that's going to right there.
Okay,
push until you hear a click. Okay. Once you hear that click, the arrow will actually stay on the string, so you don't actually have to grab or hold the arrow at all. So what we do is once we have that, we then are going to hook our fingers around the string. We place one finger above it and then 2 fingers below it. Okay. Then as we lift that up, we're going to bring that string all the way back so it's right next to our cheek. Okay. Once we get it all the way back, you want to place this little circle thingy right onto the center of that target. And once you have it there, just let it slide off of your fingers. Nice.
Oh, no. He says nice. That was very high. I'm going to try one more.
Well, the whole point was getting the arrow down range. So that is step 1.
All right. So again, if you had any advice for what I should do, just aim better? Just
try to relax more. So when we're stiff, it's hard to hold the bow. We actually just want to let the bow float and balance onto the target. So once you get it back, just let it kind of float and balance there, and then just relax your fingers, let it slide through. There we go. Much closer.
I don't know if you can see that, but that is actually, isn't it in the yellow? Or is it, no, that might have been yours. It's at least, it's closer. Let's just go with that. Thank you so much for doing this. Again, Fridays and Saturdays, you guys do lessons, so anybody can try this if they've always wondered?
Yes, Fridays at 3 o'clock, and then we run them every hour after that, so 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then Saturdays we run them all day. They start at 11 o'clock and then go every hour after that, and the last one would be at 5.
And in the Olympics this year, somebody who got their start here is going to be representing the U.S., so you never know. You could start now, Rachel, and maybe you can make the 2028 games here in LA.
You never know. For your first time, Tina, that was pretty amazing. You got within that circle, so bravo.
I didn't injure anyone, so we'll count that as a win.
Success. Thank you so much, Tina.
Our SoCal Spotlight puts an Orange County city with a rich history on the map.
Fullerton has so much to offer for foodies and train enthusiasts, it turns out. KCAL News reporter Tina Patel is there live with a museum dedicated to the hobby. Tina.
Yeah, and I always love it when we can showcase places that are free. And the Fullerton Train Museum is a place where you can come and explore what it was like to travel by rail back in the day. This is a train car that used to be used as a lounge. 1949 is when it went into service. Harold is with me. And it's kind of amazing to see just like the way people used to travel. It was nice. You actually said this area that we're in was not even the first class.
No, this is second class accommodations for coach people. It's a dining car, cafe counter located to the behind you there. We're currently set up for a sale on Saturday for train and memorabilia type thing.
Because you guys are volunteer run, so you're always kind of doing what you can to spread the word and to raise a little money to keep going, right?
Yes, the organization is totally volunteer. There are no paid employees. We all enjoy what we're doing, we think. Yeah, so.
Well, I was going to say, like, some of us can't imagine what it was like back in the day when this is the way people got around, but you actually were saying, not to date you, but you kind of grew up with rail being more common.
Yes, I grew up in the Midwest, and trains were a way of life at that time. I visited family and stuff in Wisconsin from the Chicago area. Traveled
and while you tell me that, I'm going to have you move this way so Tony can show the lounge. Come this way. You grew up throughout the Midwest going on trains.
Right, going on trains and traveling. You know, it was either mainline Milwaukee Road or with North Shore in the Chicago area, South Shore in the Northwest Indiana area.
Well, it's nice that you're able to do this, to kind of have these cars restored. You have several of them that we're not able to show because it's actually tight quarters getting around. But twice a month you open it up for people to come. And you were telling me a lot of families like to come and see this, don't they?
Yes, it's family oriented. We're open on the first and third Saturdays from 9 a.m. until noon. And it's all donations. There's no fee. As you said, it's free, but we do accept donations because we are a 501c3 organization.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are here and kind of sharing a bit of our past. And you and I were talking that maybe we can get enough people to become train enthusiasts that we start to bring this back as a fun way, because it was fun, wasn't it, back in the day?
Yes, it was. And we look forward to that. We keep asking for more members, younger members. You know, some of us are not getting any younger. And so we need the enthusiasm from the younger generation to come and help us prepare.
Well, thanks for giving us a little tour this morning. Again, first and third Saturday of every month, free to come and visit. Check it out.
That's awesome.
Back to you.
So educational,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad that he's passing that on to the younger generations. Thank you, Tina. If you're going through Orange County on your way to San Diego, you may want to make a pit stop in Fullerton.
Sounds like a good plan. The city takes center stage in our SoCal spotlight this morning. KCAL News reporter Tina Patel is there live. She's at a museum that you should put on your to-do list. Tina?
Good morning. Yes, spring has sprung here. Take a look behind me. All these California poppies that are just waking up. We've been seeing butterflies and hummingbirds kind of flitting about, and just a lot of beautiful color and beautiful smells here. We are at the Arboretum on the campus of Cal State Fullerton. Greg is the curator here. And I was just telling you, my husband went to school here. He's never brought me here. I feel like you're trying to make sure that more people know this is here not only for university students and alum, but for everybody, right?
Absolutely. That's why we are thankful that you guys are here to get the word out. We have had a lot of students say that they've graduated from here and never knew that it existed, and that's a shame.
It's so beautiful. 26 acres. Some of the beautiful plants that are behind you. We're in the kind of native section where we see the plants that are native here to California, but you've got a little bit of everything here, and you really kind of forget that you're in the middle of a city, in the middle of a campus.
Absolutely. We're 26 acres, and we have a collection of over 4,000 plants from all over the world. And people come here and they find a lot of peace and tranquility.
And you were saying that when this started decades ago, it was the university and the city that kind of decided to make this happen. Now that kind of partnership expired, so it's just the university, and you want people to come and kind of support you, right?
Absolutely. We need all the support we could get. We're a self-support program on campus. We support ourselves through many different ways. We have our spring plant sale coming up very soon in April, in a couple weeks, April 18th to the 20th. And we also have facility rentals that help support us.
You were actually saying not only do other people come and rent and the facility and get married, you got married here. I mean, I can't imagine a more beautiful spot.
Absolutely. My wife and I got married here, as well as many other couples.
And I was telling you when I came in here, I was like, I imagine there are a lot of photographers that see this and want this to be the place that they come and do their photo shoots. So even that, like even photo permits, you can come, and that helps you guys raise a little money, and it helps people just get outside and enjoy.
Correct. Yeah, we have a lot of different people that come here for nature photography, and then people that come here for pose photography. We ask them to purchase a photo permit to help support us and keep the gardens green.
Well, I love it. I love that people can do things. The plant sale sounds like it's going to be a great thing. And actually, guys, I have been talking to Greg all morning because I just was doing my gardening, and I was asking him kind of all those tips and everything. And there are so many volunteers here that have this plant knowledge about like what goes on in Southern California, what works here, and it's really just inspiring to walk around and see.
Absolutely. We have a lot of different examples of California-friendly gardens. We're kind of walking around one right now with a lot of California native plants and other plants from Southwest United States, drought-tolerant things.
So just a pretty place and an inspiring place if you want to get your own green thumb going.
Absolutely.
Greg, thank you so much this morning for joining us. We're on the campus of Cal State Fullerton. It's 26 acres, so we only showed you a tiny little bit. You need to make a point of coming here on a day like today where it's nice and beautiful to really take it all in.
Okay, I have a quick question because my neighbor just gave me a blueberry bush, but I don't know how much sun it needs. Can you find out for me?
Blueberries? Jamie just got one. She wants to know how much sun it needs.
Blueberries, I think they usually like full sun, but you might want to keep it in a container because they like acid soil.
Yeah. They have a lot of fruit trees here. It's very hard for me not to want to go and just start to pick my own fruit here.
Totally.
You're probably going to tell me don't do that. They have people that do the harvesting here. But yeah, it's kind of really fun to be here and see what actually grows because I think sometimes we take it for granted that we live in Southern California.
Totally.
And so much grows here.
Exactly. It's an important piece of the pie, with the puzzle when you're planning a garden to know what's actually going to work.
Yeah.
Tina, thank you. In today's SoCal Spotlight, we are going to Orange County and the city of Fullerton.
Fullerton's beginnings can be traced back to 1887 when it was a major hub for agriculture and transportation. And now it's a vibrant place with so many unique shops and cafes. KCAL News reporter Tina Patel is there. And have we started indulging in the crepes yet?
No, I'm actually being very good because I didn't want you to come and have me just have whipped cream all over my face. You know, with the SoCal Spotlight, we're always looking to uncover those hidden gems, and I think we found one here at Fraise. This is tucked away in a little shopping center just down the street from Cal State Fullerton. And Fraise, you can go ahead and put chocolate on this because I actually ordered myself a little breakfast here. Jana is the owner. You and your husband grew up in Europe, and you said crepes were like just something everybody grew up with there, right?
Yes.
Is that why you wanted to open your own here in Fullerton?
Yes, we want something to bring something new to our people in Fullerton and in SoCal.
I want to show some of the ones that you've been making this morning. I think what is wonderful about crepes is that they can be designed for anything, sweet or savory, all different kinds of toppings. Jana really prides herself on having fresh ingredients. I have to say that they were about to open right when the pandemic hit. So those first year was very tough. They didn't know if they were going to be able to do it. They're finally getting to the point where people are starting to know that they're here. They're coming and they're trying out these treats. They're getting really great reviews. Jana, I've been watching you do this, and you said you have a lot of practice. Can anybody make a crepe? Because I really want to try. I've always watched this. So you have homemade batter here. You said like homemade batter ingredients. That's kind of the secret to making it good, right?
Yes.
Is this a good amount for me to have?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, now what's the secret here?
Just put it in the middle and spread it evenly around the crepe maker.
And I don't do anything with the ladle, right?
No.
It sort of feels like that's not enough. But
Good enough. Because the thinner crepe is better it is.
now this is the part that makes me nervous, this little tool here. Like already not perfect. How do you get it so it looks all perfect and wonderful?
You're doing very well.
You think?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
it looks very, no, see, this
help
wrist.
you.
Can you save that, or is that's just going to be it's just going to not be a pretty, maybe we just cover it with strawberries and no one will know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or can you
Yeah.
save that?
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a little bit smaller than usually because we usually make them bigger.
But it didn't go quite
Yeah,
over the edge. I
but-
was really
yeah.
trying to go over the edge.
You know, it's very good for the first time trying it.
She's being very kind. I say the greatest thing is just that you can put anything on it. You actually were telling me sometimes people can make their own. But what do you recommend if somebody's never come here before and really had a crepe?
Usually people like the sweet crepes, but we recommend our, signature crepes, that Mediterranean crepe and Norwegian crepe, and also we make the regular ham and cheese crepe.
And you were telling me, I don't know if you were lying to me or not. You said, I'm going to try this, which is kind of like a crepe that's cut up sort of like fettuccine. You were saying that chocolate is really not that bad for you, right? Especially if it's
super good for you. If you want to start your day good, eat the chocolate.
All right, well, let's look at this. I feel like this is the easiest to eat, and I don't know if you guys noticed that I had this fork just tucked away in my back pocket, because I am always ready if somebody needs me to eat something to do that. So cheers to you and Fraise Cafe the next time you're in Fullerton. Try it out.
We didn't just notice it. Amy, our director, also let us know in case we didn't notice it, because that was a smooth move. Yes. Nice
And actually,
work.
I think your crepe was...
That's really good. I took too much again in my mouth, so I can't talk now.
Oh, my
but it's
goodness.
really good.
Well, I think your crepe was actually pretty impressive. I thought it was good.
Yes,
you
I
can
did
definitely
too.
salvage that. It was fun to see how it was made.
Yes.
Thank you,
I mean,
Tina.
you can put chocolate on that, and it'll be perfect.
Exactly.
I agree.
Agreed.
Nothing wrong with it.
Thank you.
Enjoy your crepes. We won't make you talk with your mouth full anymore. We'll go to Alex, who can deliver.